Hello and welcome, particularly liked followers, or the new followers as well. This video is to reintroduce myself so you know who I am. I just thought this a vlog for myself really, but if it helps anyone out there, anything resonates, or if you can help me, please like comment. But yeah, I'm Emma Rose. I'm 44. Wife, sister, daughter. These are the labels that I have. I was diagnosed with this collective symptoms that were labeled as MS in 2013. So I had like a 30-month-old at the time. So yeah, it's been since then, life has been a bit of a whirlwind and we're always having to adapt and change. And I think we've done really well because it's not been easy. It's hard accepting help, but I know people want help and we need the help, so we need to accept it. Yeah, so with hindsight, my leg went numb after my son had him in 2009. So that was like the beginning of it, really. But they put it down to degenerative spinal changes, so I went physio, which didn't really help. Yeah, it was really weird because like I was holding Nathan and then like I just moved and like I felt something go in my neck and I couldn't breathe and it affected my voice. So my husband had to come home and like run to the walk-in centre and no one could figure it out. But like say I physio and that was that, and I just had a left leg that was numb. Initially it was like the bottom of my leg was just not connected. The rest of my body was really weird. And again, with hindsight, I always used to, my husband said, remove imaginary soles from my Birkenstock flip-flops. Love them. I can't wear them now. So yeah, I think that was another sign, potentially. But yeah, then when I had my daughter in 2012, I was really busy studying, being an antenatal teacher. The university and the NCT basically fell out and imposed an end date on us. I had planned on taking my pregnancy easy, but because of that, I had no choice. I had to teach 2 courses. I had exams, I had like essays handing, all with which I was then suffering unexplained sight loss. So I started wearing my sunglass locks. Everything was, I used to call it white blinding, yeah, because like everything was just really bright. So whilst my sunglasses didn't get rid of it, they helped me deal with it. So, and again, I just thought I was burning the candle at both ends. And obviously I was pregnant, so I didn't think much of it. But then when I was pregnant, I phoned the opticians and explained it to them. And they said, wait 6 weeks post-birth and we'll see if it's gone back to normal. It didn't, so I went in, they couldn't see anything wrong. I saw several ophthalmologists before I saw a neuro-ophthalmologist. Like, it went on for ages. It took me about a year to get diagnosis. And the first neurologist was just, I can't say how horrible she was. Like, my eyesight fluctuates, and it's, left partial sight because CMS and fluctuates depending on the exertion. Now I know with hindsight, that it's to do with the Uthoff's phenomenon, which is heat intolerance. Like, everything in MS gets worse with heat intolerance, and as my body temperature raises, and I seem to be particularly sensitive to body heat changes, so my old physiotherapist said. So yeah, and then eventually the neuro-ophthalmologist found the damage to the MS had done to the back of my eyes, the nerves. Apparently my eye's fine. It's the nerves at the back of my eyes that are damaged. So eventually I felt vindicated because, we'd had really tough time pushing that. Then the neurologist diagnosed me clinically isolated syndrome, which I was like, right, but you not think hindsight. I'd had an episode when my son was born. It was all very strange. Clinically isolated syndrome is when you've had like one episode, and a lot of people never go on to have another episode. But yeah, multiple sclerosis, multiple scars. So you need more than one. I had 2 white patches on my brain scan. It was funny because my NCT tutor at the time worked for a neurologist, and she said to me, were there any white patches? And I answered nonchalantly, oh yeah, there was only 2. Obviously I didn't understand the significance of that. Had a lumbar puncture as well. Oh my God, and went on to have 10 weeks of lumbar headaches. That's a different story. The actual lumbar puncture was fine. It was just the aftermath. And within that had oligoclonal bands, which in healthy healthy people, you don't get those, you only get that with the metal. I don't know if it extends to demyelinating conditions. Anyway, so all the signs were there, and she misdiagnosed me. So I went away, I had a really good cry, went to my GP and asked if he'd refer me for a second opinion. And I asked to go see Dr. Talbot because he was like the MS specialist. So anyway, October 13, I saw him the day before I was doing my last thing for my antenatal teaching. Anyway, his words were, there's no escaping it, you have MS, and he had no less than she had. So yeah, and since then it's been a whirlwind. So I think I've given you everything. I was 33. I was in the prime of my life. I just got married. I just had my family. And yeah, this poo storm arrived. And like I say, life's never been the same since. Oh yeah, and I'm mothered 3. 15, 11, nearly 12, and 6.